fox, little fox!
The jagged cliffs, angles meeting the swollen sea, treacherous to the ungainly Alfar, was the homeland our people took. I have seen the places upon the hillside our ancestors forged from sea-sculpted stone. Glir Rathwen,
agreement then.
I will now tell you of those times as it was written of our forebearers. They lived off the bounty of the sea and the grasses and fields, the newly met peoples, beasts and flowers. If I am a liar, there is no truth under Lyria. The temper of our tired family calmed before waves, and hidden among the rocks, the shadowed nooks of beach and shore, a secret to all but our ancestors, the arcane wielded by Lyria's chosen, a sanctified buttress, the grounds on which they practiced her magic arts.
that you've saved us. Billis and I, beware the forest.
They found me! Make it quick. Thank Mitharu. I thought I'd die here, the last of Culn's settlers, alone. She promised we'd rebuild Culn. Should have known that was impossible. Can't blame her. We chose to come here, hoping that war was far enough gone that we might rebuild. All around you, this was Culn. It might have been again, but now everyone is gone. Damn Tuatha. After 10 years spent wandering the plains, we thought we could rebuild our homes. How could we be so wrong? When we arrived, there was nothing here. Then, like a second dawn march, they were everywhere. Why do they hate us? They're not like the other Fae. It was after the Tuatha's first defeat in Erythal. They were scattered, but regrouped south of Tawili. Under cover of night, they marched north, and with the dawn attacked Rathir. General Telera's forces cut them off and drove them back into the sea. Benella and the foragers were out when the Tuatha came. It was a massacre until they returned and drove them off. She and the others set off for Virki, where Anella said they came from. If you've got any hope of finding her alive, you'll get there quickly. Anyone who could fight had left to forage. When the Tuatha finally came, there was no one to resist. Stronghold in southern Tawili, mostly destroyed during the war. Virki, head south through the narrow pass, then turn east. If you want to help her, you better go now. I don't care what you say. I'm staying here until it's safe.
Die, Tuatha!
Well enough? I appreciate the help, but my work here isn't done. Unless you're going deeper into Virki, I'll take my leave. What did my father say of me? I can look after myself. though I'm grateful for your help all the same. I should have sent word, but I wanted to give him good news from Culn. Tell him things had gotten better. But they never did. And it's my fault that the refugees were lost. After 10 years, we thought we could rebuild. I led them here, and here they died. The idea was mine, as is the blame. Those of us who could defend ourselves went out to find supplies. The rest stayed and helped in ruins. Tuatha picked us off, one by one. We were out looking for supplies. Came home to find Tuatha attacking the village. All those people dead, at the hands of those monsters. We drove off the first group, but they just kept coming. The survivors scattered. I left to find where the Tuatha had come from. Most of this place fell in the war, but it appears the lower levels were mostly unharmed, lucky for us. I'm not going back until the work is done. You'll just have to help. They're coming in through the water gates in the depths of this place. They must have found them. That's their way in. We see Tuatha crawling out of here every time we pass. As for the gates, I remember them from when I was a child, before the Tuatha came. Unexpected, but thank you. With you here, we just might make it. Let's go. At the bottom, of course. They were used to let boats in. You can be sure we'll find more Tuatha along the way. Are we going? Watch for Tuatha. Are we going? Come on. Are we going?
I've never killed a boy.
More Tuatha! the lever to the gate. Throw it! There's the lever to the gate. Throw it! There's the lever to the gate. Throw it! They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. It's finished. Return with me. If I know my father, he'll want to thank you in person. Are we going? They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. Are we going?
What of my daughter? I will never forget what you have done for me. And Anella. No thanks could ever be enough, but please, accept this humble reward. Not a bird to be caged, I'm afraid. Still, I hope her time on the Tawili coast has opened her eyes to the realities of the world. Just an old merchant with his share of grief, but his share of fortune, too. I have a home here in Tyrion's Rest, and my daughter by my side. I, too, dream of seeing Culn rebuilt, but I fear it will be years past this war's end before such a thing could be. If it isn't our young adventurer. If it isn't our young adventurer.
Hello there. You have acquired Hellbane. Excellent. Now, for your next labors, I need you to collect some items. The Bloodstone, a circlet, and the Rose of Candrian. The Bloodstone in particular must be bought. Here is some gold to do so. The circlet is in a chest in the Scholia Arcana Library in Rathir. The bloodstone is with Kel's Cafety and Tyrion's Rest, and the rose just south of here in Candrian. She was the most beautiful creature I have ever known, and she is dead. Let us leave it at that. The bloodstone is with Kel's Cafety and Tyrion's Rest. I've given you the gold to purchase it from him. The circlet is in a chest in the Scholia Arcana Library in Rathir. You'll have to be sneaky about how you obtain it. You need Hellbane to pluck the rose from the grave of Geradace, my wife. The troubles of the war have tilted its citizenry toward a more religious bent. Tread carefully there. Few creatures are as dangerous as a true believer. The circlet from the Scholia Arcana Library in Rathir, the bloodstone from Kel's Cafety, and the rose of Candrian from the grave of Geradace. He is a lying, whoring, two-faced mongrel, a blight on the plains of Erethel for the better part of 20 years. Long ago he cheated me in a game of cards, winning a gem known as the Bloodstone. I want you to get it back. Use the gold I have given you to get it back. If you can convince Kells to part with the gem for less, good. If you can't, do what you need to do. Well, if you don't have the skills to do so, take this book. Place it in the bookshelf to the left of the chest, and the chest should unlock. Let's just call it a legacy of my misspent youth, and not ask questions as to how it works. Now, go, get me that circlet. The magic of the headstone will allow the bearer of Hellbane to pull the rose from the stone as if it were alive. All right then, you'd best get going. Farewell. Ah, my favorite interloper. I trust you are doing well? Farewell.
Approach and await the wisdom of the fates. I am the great Kel's Cafety, sworn and scrupled servant to the Sisters of Destiny. Speak, that I may divine your future, and through my gift, bless your mortal soul. I'm sure Durfel is not very fond of me. I beat him in a game of cards many years ago, fair and square. By my standards, anyway. I don't like strangers who ask a lot of questions. This town is full of old fools. Most of them will believe anything you tell them. Traditionally, this sort of transaction happens under more discreet circumstances, if you understand my meaning. Tell you what, I'll part with it for a hefty price. Pleasure doing business, friend. Approach and await the wisdom of the fates. Oh, it's you. What do you want?